most focused place about the discernment?
Oh, chapter 13, yeah.
13.
That's speaking about the two kings trying to take over the body.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did it.
Shalom, shalom, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I wanted... I'm sorry? Shavuot Tov. I wanted to start out today by, like I always do, right? Discernment. What does discernment have to do with everything? Yeah? First of all, I would like to share with y'all that Tanya, chapter 13, my husband says, is like a very profound focus on this discernment, and that many places and all through the Tanya, it talks about discernment. So in today's sharing, I wanted to connect. There's a book I'm going to be reading a little bit from, and it's called The Garden of Emuna, written by Rabbi Shalom Arush and translated by Rabbi Lazer Brody. And the page is let's see if it's, yeah, 238. So on page 238, the subtitle or the title there for this chapter, the subtitle is The Good Husband. So why did I pick this out to read? Everybody knows something, but not everybody knows everything. And when it comes to marriage, there are many challenges. Like the Rabbi said, there's no problems, only challenges, right? So I wanted to read this because it's very interesting. A lot of husbands don't know this. It says one of the most tragic examples of stinginess is that of the stingy husband. Stinginess is a double expression of cruelty and insensitivity. The stingy husband is cruel to his wife and his children and insensitive to their needs and feelings. Well, that doesn't sound like a Jewish husband to me, but in any case, to go on, there is no greater sorrow to a wife than a stingy husband. And it says even in the Gemara that the worst suffering a woman could have is a stingy husband. Oy vey. Okay. So jumping down a little to the next paragraph, it says the Talmud teaches in Tractate Bava Metzia 59a that whoever honors his wife gets rich. If a man were smart, he'd cherish his wife and buy her whatever he can and never criticize her about her expenditures. I mean, you could definitely set up a budget, but here it's talking about criticizing, no? And just as honoring his wife brings him riches, being angry at her causes him to chas v'shalom lose money. And just to go off from what the book says, I read somewhere in the Torah that it says that Hashem counts the tears of women, and just as a poor person's davening goes straight to the Eivishter faster than all the other davening, so the tears of a woman reach Hashemayim ASAP, yeah? So going on, it says, our sages also teach in Chulin, this is also Talmud, I believe, Chulin 84b, that a man should forever eat and drink less than what he can afford, dress according to what he can, and to honor his wife more than he can afford. And this is the only mitzvah in the Torah that requires a person to spend more than what he has. Even for the mitzvah, as important as honoring the Sabbath, the Gemara says to avoid buying lavish foods and drink if it means borrowing from others. And that's Pesachim 112a. If a person can afford to buy what his wife wants, then he should make a concerted effort to pray and ask Hashem to help him meet his wife's needs and to make her happy. If a man prays for his wife, in other words, if he doesn't have as much as he would need to do that, the book says, pray for what you need to fulfill the request of your wife, and Hashem will answer, and you will be able to do that. It says here, when Hashem sees that a person is sincere in his devotion to his wife, Hashem will answer his prayers. So I found this to be a very interesting passage. Like I said, it comes from the book of the Garden of Emuna. And now my question is, what does discernment have to do with that? Anybody can tell me?
You have to discern what your wife needs or wants, I guess. You have to decide, you have to judge whether, what to give her or to fulfill her request.
I believe
That's it.
that, first of all, every family should make some kind of a budget. I believe that they should stay within their means, but there's always things that we want that we would consider miraculous. And therefore, davening together for this can make it a reality. Discernment is the judgment of our thoughts, and therefore choosing the good and rejecting the evil, therefore closing the door in the face of the Yetzer Hara. The Yetzer Hara says, oh, we can't afford that. We can't do that. Oh, no, you tell her no. And he gets like sometimes ravenous in the mind of a person. And the person, if they think those are their own thoughts, instead of realizing that all thoughts have to be judged, can cause chas v'shalom a machlokhet. So, or a fight or an argument or whatever you want to call it, a discord. And really, where did it come from? The Yetzer Hara's being himself again, So this all can be avoided by judging our thoughts, by talking things out in a peaceable manner, one with the other, by both having the highest level of respect for each other, therefore and if there's a disagreement, and I've passed this experience in my life where me and my husband don't agree on something, and what we do is we stop talking and we go and we daven about it. We talk to the Eivishter, both of us. And then the Eivishter always finds a common ground in order to bring peace to the situation. So, where does discernment fit in? A person should be always watching the battlefield of the mind, letting the good stuff in, and making sure that you don't identify with the things that can cause trouble in your life, which is the Yetzer Hara in hiding, saying it's your own thoughts. So, any questions, comments, or good stuff? Okay, so I want to wish everybody bracha tzlacha v'simcha, new week. This is the month of Adar. If you want to produce happiness and you have some good Jewish music that they use for weddings, take it out and play a few minutes of Jewish music, dance around your table, do what you got to do to up the joy for this month, and above and beyond all, daven for all goodness, because it's a great time to do that as well. And I wish you especially mega brachas on those who are married, and those who are not married, may you get married and be happily ever after. Zyga Benj.
You too.
Oh, mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
President Dana would like to call you a little bit later in the day to discuss something with you privately.
If so it's not Shabbos,
I have your cell phone number. you have a day now. She's out now. She's not here now, but I'm wondering if you're available. You could tell me what time you're available today, and she could call you later.
Except for Shabbos, I'm available 24/6.
So I'm thinking that possibly by 2:30 or 3, which is probably like 1 o'clock your time.
Excellent. Anytime you want to call, just give me a call. If I don't answer, give me 5 minutes and call me right back, because sometimes by the time I get to the phone, they're hung up already, you know?
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much. Well, that's just my best guess. I don't know what her schedule is, but
it doesn't matter.
You
can even 3 o'clock in the morning, you could call me.
Oh, no. We wouldn't bother you after late at night.
No,
okay,
but
thank you so much for
our lives right now and for the rest of our lives, and may it be forever, all of us, we're here to serve the Eibishter. So if we can be of use and helpful to you in any way, we're here for you.
Great, thank you very much.
My phone number is 917 area code. It's Brooklyn. I didn't change it. And I'm not going to change it. And the number is 374-2374. No problem. And I can repeat it that way. If anybody got it, they can check and make sure they got it correctly. Tell me when you're ready.
917-374-2374.
Excellent. Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem. Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
And you too. And may the Eibishter keep everybody permanently healthy, and you and your families and their families. And may we see Mashiach now. Hold on, Rabbi, I want to say something.
I don't have to hold all of you, but if it's possible to give me Mrs. Ivan's number, I do know her.
Yeah, I saw it. There's a.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, and hope to talk to you all tomorrow evening, 6:30 for our Gemara class. Thank you. You want to give it to me now?